Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to Stellaris, or more accurately, Stellaris, now with the Federations expansion. This video is sponsored by Paradox, so that I can show you the new Federations expansion, which will be available on the 17th of March. You can check it out by clicking the link in the description below, and it should be available for pre-orders right now, if you would like that. The expansion features a lot of new features. Like, for example, federations are improved quite significantly. But that's not all. It also gives us origins, and that's what we're going to be exploring today. I have created a new species. I've called them the Melters. Why? Well, because they are lithoids. They are rock-based life forms with silicon processors instead of brains. And as you can see, they have a fiery maw up here. Ingests pretty much everything and turns it into lava, which fuels their bodies. And that goes for technology, that goes for guns, that goes for minerals, and also for people, and trees, and rabbits, and everything else. They are a hive mind, Terravore, so no diplomacy, just eating stuff. That seems to be the most consistent with the idea I have for them, because we get the consume world option. Now, this would seem counterintuitive for the Federations expansion, which has some improvements to diplomacy. However, I think it's going to be quite interesting to play a hive mind of lithoids, because the gameplay is actually going to be drastically different. See, hive minds mostly rely on food resources, but lithoids don't. But we'll get into that more once we actually start playing. And the feature we're most interested in here is the origins. We're going to be lithoids of Calamitous Birth. See, we did not evolve on our homeworld. Our ancestors actually arrived here on a meteor. And what does that mean? Well, we have a crater on our planet, which modifies it quite extensively, but we can also build meteor colony ships. So we just grab an asteroid from space, put some of our people on it, strap an engine to it, and just send it into a planet. It's a very cheap method of colonization, but it leaves the planet damaged. But it actually works very well with consume world. As for traits, I've picked industrious and docile, because we want to sprawl our empire and we want a lot of minerals. Let's start, shall we? Let's just keep everything default so I can get the default experience for the new expansion. Let's start. I always loved Stellaris art and music. Anyway, Magma, the ravenous hive of the Melters. The rock is our home planet in the Rocky 1 system. And we have a crater that was left by the meteor that our ancestors arrived on. If you have a look here at the features, we also have some buried lithoids that are underground, and we can spend minerals to get them out. Also, the massive crater is increasing our pop growth. Anyway, what we're gonna do is drop meteors on planets of low value and just strip them for resources. And for planets of high value, we'll just use normal colony ships. And for planets occupied by someone else, we'll just land there and eat them. Our economy is going to be our primary concern early on. Let's build lots of mining stations. And also, let's go into our policies. Make sure our production policy is set to extraction focus, because we don't really care about the complex drones output. We do care about minerals and energy. Diplomatic stance, hunger, aggressive, first contact, and so on. We do have one science ship with a processor. Oh, also, I should have mentioned that, our leader is on the processor. Let's start by exploring the neighboring star systems. More research or more energy? Let's do more research and extra unity. Mining station output. This is great. Okay, let's go. You can see here, a normal colony ship costs 500 minerals and 200 alloys. But a meteor to colonize only costs 375. Now, that does decrease the habitability of the target planet. But if we find a planet we don't really like, we can just use the meteor to strip it for resources. I forgot to disable the advisor. Discovery of alien life. What have we found? We have found some fungal caves. Alright, we'll eat them. Lithoid ship models. Build our first starbase outpost. We do need a lot of alloys for that. I should probably... Yeah, let's do expansion. I'm going to need some more alloy foundries on our homeworld. See, this is an alpine world, which is the perfect habitability for us. If we find a planet that's not suitable for us, we can just use the meteor and strip it for resources. We have straight up alloys here. That's very valuable. We should colonize this as soon as possible. Ocean world and an alpine world and a savanna world. Savanna world will probably not be suitable for us. We might want to strip it for resources. Eurasian Concordat, precursor events. Let's take this. Starbase influence cost reduced. Research time, 2000 days. Ah, sure, whatever. Savanna world, habitability 75. Well, that's actually not too bad. We might use them normally. Minerals are needed for buildings, and consumption in our case. Alloys are needed for ships. Time to start building research stations as well. We do have an economy that can sustain it. Strategic resource discovered. Rare crystals. We'll have a use for them later. We're going to expand as quickly and as far as we can. Bioreactor. This is an interesting proposition because we don't eat food, but if we acquire a planet with pops that we could eat, then we can convert them to this. Invading hostile fleet. What have we found? Alien vessels of 700 strength. We don't know who. Let's research that. Was that a desert world? 65% habitability. Because of hazardous weather. See, this is not the best world for us. I think we're going to destroy it. Let's go to our shipyard and build a lithoid meteorite. It's not only a desert world, which is not suitable for us, it also has hazardous weather. So it's a perfect target for us to consume. Ancient mining drones. Oh, those are mining drones. That's good. We can do drone study. The lithoid meteorite is ready. Let's move it here and have a look at it. That's what it looks like. It's a meteorite with an engine strapped to it. And it goes very fast, and it has lots of lithoids on it. Colonize this unsuitable planet. Low habitability, of course. It has a habitability of 65%. Now, once we land on it, it's going to be 15. Not only does it have hazardous weather, it also has a lithoid crater. 15% habitability, well, that's no good, is it? Research speed plus 5%. We can also afford to build a regular colony ship. And of course, we're sprawling as far as we can, as quickly as we can. Grey goo, where is it? Grey goo is essentially a swarm of nanites that consume the planet. Yeah, self-replicating nanites, maybe not the best choice. Oh, that's a lot of rare crystals. Nice. Acquire all the systems. Perhaps I should have gone with prosperity rather than expansion first. A new colony ship is available. Now we're going to select an alpine world, which is the most promising type for us, and the biggest one of them. That will be this one here. Okay, or in the void. Maybe don't go there. Yeah, maybe do not enter this system. I wonder if the science ship will manage to escape. Nope. We'll have to destroy the dimensional horror. Somehow. So look at our colony ship. It is not as impressive as the Meteor, but it does not damage the planet. Well, let's colonize this one. Normally. Another science ship, another scientist. Oh, genius. Wonderful. I hope to research automatic exploration soon. And that looks like a rival empire. That's not good. Not good at all. I need to acquire these two systems very quickly, so that I have a way around them. We are a devouring swarm, we will just eat them eventually, but it is better for our economy to not do so and just grow right now. Another encounter. That is here, and also a rival empire. Research all the aliens, so we know where their borders are. Two alpine worlds. No, alpine and arctic.
Colony formed.
Newly formed colony, okay. That's their planet, that's their territory. I'm gonna build stuff right in between that. That's fine. I'm sure they hate me because I'm a devouring swarm. Anyway, we're gonna have to eat them. New civilization encountered.
We have made
Wait a minute, too much is going on at the same time. Executive committee, yes. We have found some civilization. And I clicked it away. What civilization was that? Was it here? Yes, a primitive world. Wonderful. We'll use it for food. Ah, yeah, we have colonized the planet. It is not good for us. It brings a deficit. We do have some population, but not a lot. We should probably resettle that population elsewhere. Boo, go to the capital. Anyway, what we're going to do here is just consume this world, because it's not suitable for us. Consume world. A cruiser with pretty good weapons. Could actually use it to invade someone. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's a decent cruiser. They're still overwhelming. No, just superior. Mining drone work ethic. Yes, mining stations, mineral output plus 10%. We have consumed the world. Let's have a look. Got some devastation and got some minerals. Not sure how many because I did not observe that. Can I consume it again? Yes, I can. Right, that's all we're gonna do with it. Nihilistic acquisition can be good for us, but it doesn't actually bring that much. Instead, I think we'll do Mastery of Nature, because we have a lot of blockers that we can clear. Yeah, let's do Mastery of Nature. Unknown signal? What could be on the other side? Natural wormhole. We just need to research navigation through wormholes first. Corvette hull points increase, because that's all we can build for now. There's an Arctic world of size 20. Perfect for us. As for this one, we are running a deficit on this one, aren't we? Not a problem. So we're surrounded by enemies on two sides. The plan is, we colonize this area, then maximize what we can do here while building our fleet to take out one of our neighbors. Decisions? Consume world. Let's see what this does. 2.2 thousand minerals, 1.5 energy. Okay, that gave us 500 minerals. That is definitely worth it. Let's keep consuming this world. You know how you can also use the meteors? If there's a world that's contested between you and someone else, you can colonize it quickly with the meteor and make it worthless. Can we actually interact with the curator order as a devouring swarm? No, we cannot. Yields bodies for the swarm. Alright, how much population did we get? 2 population. Our pops are very, very ineffective here. But, fortunately, we can just resettle them. I've decided to colonize those with 75% habitability normally. That is still acceptable. If we get another one with a negative modifier like this one here, we can just use a meteor, so we don't waste alloys. Lithoid devastation. There's quite a lot of it, isn't there? Habitability minus 10%. I wonder if there's a limit to how many times we can consume a world. This time we got minerals. It's 500 minerals each time, which is quite a lot. Each time decreases the maximum number of districts by 1. I wonder if this goes to 0, we'll just lose the ability. Consume world, what happened this time? Alloys. Even better. I wish you could auto-repeat that. We do have the alloys, so I think it's time to expand our star bases. Get some shipyards going. I'm consuming a lot of minerals. Well, my people are eating minerals, so that does make sense. But I guess I should probably focus on making more of them. Let's build one solar panel array for each of these star bases. Oh, wait a minute, not all of them can because... Oh, this is a black hole, so you can't get a solar panel. Makes sense. New technology, capacity overload, that's going to be useful. And energy from technicians, let's do that one too. And enact capacity overload. Yields alloys for the swarm. Let's consume it again. Okay, number of available districts is 0, so we cannot do this again. Oh, but we did get an extra pop. Can I just abandon the planet? If I resettle all the pops, we will abandon that colony. Yes, let's do that. We have abandoned the colony. Good. Habitability 0%. We've devastated that world and left it alone. And our economy is looking better now. Odd factory has been added. Odd factory drone jobs. Right. This is 4 alloys. Well, sure. Highest priority. Just use this normal fleet as our main one and set the cruiser to follow it. Reinforce the fleet. Let's hire an admiral for this. Yeah, ship fire rate, that's good. For the second one as well, because that doesn't cost us a lot and can help. Well, let's do this one. Am I still inferior to you guys? Equivalent now. I need more fleet capacity, which means I need anchorages. New contact. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not closed off completely. There's like drones here, I can get through them now that I've built up my fleet. Let's do that, shall we? And we'll be able to expand again. You know what, choosing Mastery of Nature was actually a mistake. I haven't used it once. I will use it eventually, but it would have been better to do it later. Slow it down. Okay, the cruiser is here as well. It looks like it's helping quite a bit. Battle hull's looking good. We only lost one corvette so far. Alright, speed it up. And now, well, now we can continue exploring. Now, mining drone laser, how good was that? Oh yeah, extra hull damage. That can be quite helpful if you have at least one of them. Okay, so these guys have allied with these guys. So this is my next target. Now we have an economy powerful enough to just expand very quickly. We're not getting a lot of minerals or energy, or alloys, for that matter, but we are maintaining a lot of colonies and they are growing, and that will eventually turn into a very powerful economy. Alright, this expansion is going quite well. A Gaia world. Interesting. A Gaia world is not something special for us because we have very good habitability. Still, there might be something special about it. Let's do one vision for extra unity. Alright, lots of stuff happening at once. Communications established with a stellar hegemony of something. And an anomaly and research complete. I'll probably encounter someone in here soon. We'll see. We stockpiled a lot of influence. I can just pop starbase after starbase after starbase here. Interpretation signal. Apparently the Gaia world here was designed. Caretakers. A drone unit of caretakers. Oh, they are not hostile. Mining drone laser complete. Oh, let's do automatic exploration. That's going to save me a lot of time. Tomb world. Well, if there's a tomb world, I think we can consume that one. I need a shipyard somewhere close. This is all very far away. Oh, finally, we can unlock destroyers. New civic, I think supremacy. Right, they're forming a federation, which is the focus of this expansion. We will not be in a federation, but we might be fighting one. The meteorite is complete. Let's send it to the tomb world. Not like another crater will change it. I'm getting my fleet here just in case the gardeners get angry once I colonize. Eruxo warriors sighted. That's one of these aggressive clans. Okay, now we have colonized the Gaia world. And those are the gardeners welcoming us. They ask me to refrain from harsh fusion on the biota of the planet. Autumn caretakers. That sounds like a fallen empire. Only you can prevent forest fires. Anyway, we'll develop the colony as we see fit. Okay, perhaps I should not have said that. Fallen Empire people might arrive here. And birth of Galactic community. They will be devoured. Let's maybe take our fleet out of here, just in case they are becoming hostile battle stations. We can take... Okay, I did not see this. I only saw this little one. The strength of 200. I did not see the one with the strength of 7,000. Yeah. Should not have decided to fight them. I'm gonna lose my entire fleet. That's a pity. Let's have a look at the Galactic community. That's something new introduced in the new expansion, and they can pass resolutions and do all of that. However, we are an aggressive hive mind, so yeah. We're probably going to make our life difficult, but we are colonizing it. As long as they don't bombard our ready colony, we'll be okay. New contact, new victim. Yeah, let's do Space Amoeba study. Oh, you created defensive pacts. That's unfortunate. Soon we'll be going to war anyway. The amoebas will give us one of two modifiers, either evasion plus 5% or a technology of regenerative hull tissue. This is a very good technology, but it can be obtained in other ways, and this, well, this is amazing. So let's take evasion. I need more alloys for the ships for the upcoming war, so I started getting some alloy foundries on our planets. By the way, I'm still colonizing the Gaia world that's besieged by enemies. I wonder if that will work out in the end. Continuing supremacy. Yeah, mastery of nature was a serious mistake on my part. I should have taken the research thing and the unity thing instead, but it's too late now. I haven't played Stellaris for a while. I am out of practice. We've set up all the colonization we can. It's time to develop our empire internally and invest in our fleet. Get some more alloy foundries. Colony complete. Let's see if they bombard me. They don't seem to be bombarding me, no. Okay, good. Yeah, they're just flying around. So we're fine on this planet as long as we don't need to fly towards it or anything like that. Covert hull points increase. This is going to be quite useful, I think. Alright, so these guys are allied with those. We have to fight these two countries together. On the other hand, we have you, who is overwhelming, but that's temporary. I have a lot of money, I can quickly build that, but you are in a federation. So we're either fighting you and you, or you and you. Actually, attacking the Everite consumer products might be the best choice, because the Queramulan League might not get access to our territories through our other enemy. Our ships are relatively low tech, but we should be fine. Our corvettes do get a lot of hit points because of the research that we have. I think we might want to stick to corvettes, mostly. But let's build a destroyer just to see how it affects our fleet. What's the Galactic community doing? Buzzword standardization. Trade value and more diplomatic weight from economy. Fortunately, this doesn't really affect us right now. We'll just eat them all. The doorway. Oh. Show me. A dimensional portal has been discovered in one of our systems. Unfortunately, the one with the enemies. Issues a special project. Okay, let's probe the portal. We can see the enemy fleet. Let's have a look. They are mostly corvettes. And what are they using? Whoa. Mostly shields and coal guns. So we should mostly focus on armor. But, yeah, this is a pretty universal design, I guess. Okay, I found the destroyer. It has 1000 hit points, but my corvettes, due to the research that I have 600 each. So 2 corvettes have more than 1 destroyer. I think we should focus on corvettes. Special project complete, a dimension of suffering. The portal leads to a realm that causes suffering. Let's study it. We are a hive mind after all. We don't mind a little suffering. Dimensional portal drone, lots of research. This is going to be our favorite job. Fleet command plus 20. It's going to be quite helpful. The asteroid is being bombarded by our starbase. Seems like our fleet will be unnecessary here, because it passes so close to the starbase that we'll just destroy it that way. Excellent. Now we're equivalent, and I only just started reinforcing my fleets. Peace between prey and prey. Avoid raiders want stuff from me. I can interact with them, even though I'm a devouring swarm. I do have a lot of energy, and I don't want trouble with them right now, so let's give them energy. I mean, we'll eat them eventually, but for now we have other targets. Reinforcements are pretty much ready. It's time to declare war. Declare war. Absorption. Hunger. Declare war. We will lose some corvettes, but that is a calculated risk. As you can see, we can decimate them very quickly. Let's leave the bigger fleet here, bombarding, and send another one to take over another system. Now, it is a big starbase. It might be wiser to send the fleets together, but we should be able to destroy the starbase before it can inflict any serious damage to our fleet. Yeah, I lost just 1 corvette so far. 2 corvettes. Maybe should have sent 2 of them. No matter, we'll reinforce in no time. And we took over the starbase. We will have to downgrade some of these starbases. And let's just take our armies. We're still building armies. Not all of them have been completed yet. No matter. We'll just merge them later. 13 will be modern enough to take over this world. Go and land there. We are in combat. And as it can be expected, we have easily won. Now, we are a devouring swarm, so we have undesirables here that we will be consuming. Fleet combat going on, and again we will lose some corvettes, but the cost is really not that high. Mining lasers are pretty good at destroying enemy hull. We are vastly superior in strength, it seems, so this is going to be a very efficient war. What, 17 corvettes? That's nothing. Here, almost 100 of mine. System's mine. I will still have to bombard their planet. Let's deal with that immediately. And they do not have defensive armies. Not really. Let's invade right away. Make the armies more efficient or cheaper. Yeah, that's better. Make them cheaper. And prosperous unification. Well, not for much longer. Lots of population to be purged. Lots of population to be purged. Let's have a look at the buildings. What do we have here? Civilian industries. Don't need that. Synaptic nodes, good. Olive foundries, good. Research labs, good. Resource silo. Actually, that can be useful. Let's repair that one, but replace the consumer factories. We have no use for consumer goods. We'll replace it with spawning pools, and the other one with, I guess, we have lots of minerals, mineral purification plant, and build an energy grid as well. It is preferable for me to take over all of their systems before I wipe them out, because this way we won't have to build new star bases. They have brought in a fleet to fight me. Let's have a look at the space battle. Lots of lasers. Mine are better, or at least there's more of mine. Oh, they brought more fleets. Is that the same empire? Yes, it's the same empire. Well, good thing. My other fleet is coming to reinforce. I mean, I think we'd win anyway. Yeah, we'll win anyway, but with the other fleet coming, we should limit our losses. The corvette upgrade we did for extra hit points with the rare technology was actually very beneficial. We'll need to get rid of some of the star bases because the upkeep is way too high. What's going on in the Galactic community? From the Galactic market. That would be quite interesting if we were playing a commercial empire, but we're playing a genocidal empire. And the enemy is dead. Let's keep taking over their territory. Our empire's sprawl is a bit high, we'll need to build more synaptic nodes. Hyperdrive 2, yes, definitely, I need my ships to be faster. Taking over starbase after starbase, and with that also taking over all of their research and mining stations. Oh, there's some primitives here. I wonder if I can abduct them periodically for food. New contact with prey. Low stability. Why? Not enough amenities. Hive district. We'll fix that. I could do engineered evolution if I had a gene tailoring research, but we don't have that. I could wait, but instead, let's do technological ascendancy. I think it's time to change our policy on production. Just do balanced. I could go straight for their capital, but it will actually be better for me to take these out and then circle back to it. They even have some destroyers, but it's not going to be an issue. And we're almost done with our enemies. We're also at war with these guys up here, but we can't really reach them right now. Land armies. We'll bombard them in the meantime.
Planetary invasion begun.
Planetary invasion begun, which means planetary invasion is about to be over. End of consumer products. Poor consumer products. Consumed. Ah, gene tailoring, finally. We're going to modify ourselves. We are still at war with these guys, but they can't even get to us. It might be time for us to take out the caretakers, because that would open us up to some new technologies, or we could keep going and attack more of our neighbors. But I think a little bit of a break would benefit us. So let's take these two fleets over here. New research. Do I need call guns? Oh, actually, we're almost done with call guns. Let's do that. It's gonna improve our guys as well. Wormhole travel or hyperdrive 3. I mean, they're both good, but wormhole is more rare, so I do have to take that. Let's fully reinforce those fleets, and then we can go hunting. I'm hoping to destroy the caretakers here. It's mostly cruisers, very powerful cruisers, and if I can get stuff like lasers 5 from them, it's gonna be quite helpful. New aliens found, and that's crystalline entities. Okay, cool. Let's research them. Also, since we finished all that wormhole stuff, let's explore wormholes. Crystalline entities, what can we do with that? Extra energy credits. Or crystalline fused plating. Crystalline fused plating is actually a very powerful technology, but we might get that from just destroying them. And this is a constant modifier, so let's do that one. I always prefer to pick the economy boosts, because with a huge economy, you can field very, very large fleets. Unspent civic point. Perfect. So, let's do divided attention. New research. Okay. Let's take our 2 fleets and take out the caretakers here. This will cost us quite a lot in alloys because we'll need to replace the destroyed ships, but I think it will be worth it because they are very advanced units. To the big battle that's about to ensue. I'm really curious what will happen because our troops are very powerful, our ships are very powerful. On the paper we do win, we have more capacity and we have lots of smaller ships with high evasion, so we should be able to destroy them easily. On the other hand, they have very high level technology. If I can recover some of that, awesome. Let's slow down and see. Yeah, their shields are powerful. I'm not that great at destroying shields, but once we're through the shields, we should start doing much better. Yeah, see? We're wiping them out. Once we get through the shields, the mining lasers just do the job very, very well. Okay, what do we have here? Special projects. Lots of stuff. Requires a science ship. Yes, I do have one waiting in the next system. We haven't lost that many ships. Actually, these corvettes seem amazing. I might try and take out the dimensional horror with just corvettes. That would be something, wouldn't it? For now, I guess I'll send you to tackle the space amoeba. We can get some nice stuff from that as well. Come on, give me all the highest level of technology.
Rocket new tech.
High war exhaustion. Oh, right, we have war exhaustion. I mean, I'll just settle status quo. Whatever. We'll consume them later. Alright, new technology. What did you get? Oh, that's just normal research. Let's increase our administrative capacity. That's a lot of stuff. Advanced control was complete. Not a lot of great options here, unfortunately. I was hoping for some more stuff. More alloys everywhere. At this point, research is of course useful, but it is more of an afterthought. The more ships we can build, the more damage we can inflict on the others. Consume world has been completed. Yeah, it's a pity I forgot to do that earlier. Anyway, let's continue consuming this world. Wish you could set that on auto-repeat until the planet is exhausted. Reanalyzed. Regenerative hull tissue. A bit of progress on this one. Good. Amoebas count as cruisers. We really paid attention to that. Let's have a look. Amoeba weapon and amoeba flagella. Oh, I should be looking at the battle. Yeah, we didn't really lose anything. And that opens up a planet, tropical world. Might need to bombard that one with a meteor. I know it's not a good idea economically for me to do so, but I'm really, really tempted to try and take on the dimensional horror. Do we need plasma throwers? Not really, they're very similar to the mining lasers that we have. Let's get better sensors. Our research speed is quite good right now. New research, regenerative hull tissue. Speculative hyperlane breaching. This will let me explore this system over here that I have not been able to reach yet. Psionic entity. Whoa, show me. Psionic entity in the new wormhole. Massive being of pure energy in the system. Vortex of psionic forces. I did not have a good look at it, but it definitely looks like a system I would like to explore. Psionic entity means it will have lots of shields probably. And my setup, my current setup, is not that good at damaging shields. So we have a dimensional horror and the psionic entity. I am very familiar with the dimensional horror. I'm not familiar with the psionic entity at all. I think we should explore that option. Research complete. We can do disruptors that are perfect for shield and armor penetration, and with those we don't really need to care about anything. They deal very low damage, but they don't care about shields and armor at all. They're very useful if they're the only weapon you're using. You know what, I think we might transition to disruptors in all our ships. Consume world is not available because we've exhausted the planet, so let's resettle everyone and abandon the world. I'm gonna retrofit all my ships to use disruptors, then we will not care about shields or armor at all, ever. Only disruptors. You know, better energy and stuff like that as well. Shields, some armor, that's it. Oh, they're upgrading, I can't change while they're upgrading, we'll have to wait a bit. Some shields, some armor. Actually, armor is technically better for us because we have regenerative hull tissue, but it's fine, we'll use all that we can. That went up to 11,000 strength. I suppose I can send them to find that psionic entity, and we'll see how powerful that is. Then again, I should probably send all of them at once. Engineered evolution. And with that, we can start actually modifying our species. Create new template. We want to remove the negative ones, and I could make them create exotic gases and rare crystals and volatile modes for me. Let's just add charismatic for now. Apply template to absolutely everyone. That'll take quite a while, won't it? 10 years. No matter. I have not seen this event before, I don't know if we're strong enough. Okay, we're in position. What is it? It's just a maelstrom of something. There's a mysterious tanker here. We'll get back to that. Let's see how we fare against the psionic entity. Can't see much about what it is. Oh, seems like we're doing very well against it because of our disruptors. That was quick. Disruptors for the win. We can explore the new and interesting system. Should we take on the dimensional horror now? No, you know what? We're doing great. Let's try it. Worst case scenario, everyone dies. Marvels of medicine. Oh, that's with the tanker here. New technology. Super brain drug. Yes, I want it. Right, we're arriving in the system of the Void Horror. Let's see. Already destroying our ships very quickly. But we're getting closer. Oh, let's slow this down a bit. Can we deal enough damage before it destroys our ships? Because it's pretty much one hit, one kill, but there's a lot of us. And we're using disruptors, so its armor isn't doing much. Or its shields. Actually, it's looking like we might have a chance, although I should have brought 3 fleets. Brought it down to half its strength, and it only killed like 1/4 of our units. So that's pretty good, actually. We'll lose most of these guys, but we'll get some nice technologies. Okay, let's speed it up. It's clear we're gonna win. See, that's the beauty of corvettes. Lots of small ships. Difficult to target. Perfect. The Void Horror has been banished. Study Dimensional Rift. Destroying the Dimensional Horror should give us access to awesome new drive technology. I do love corvettes.
Special project.
What do we get? Jump drive. Perfect. Jump drive is not easy to acquire. It's also very, very powerful. Now with jump drives I think we can trigger some disasters, but let's not worry about it now. Energy index is complete, and now it's time for the jump drive. It might cause a disaster, but what do we care? We've unlocked habitats. Maybe that will be a way to spend the excess minerals. Unless we have to use alloys for that. We have to use alloys. So that's not really that good for us. I mean, habitats can be very useful and powerful. Let's just build one in our home system. It's just we do have excess minerals, so I was hoping to use that up. Council election imminent. Council election will be held in 152 days. It's not really my problem. These guys have grown. I think I should kill them now. The members of the Galactic community have voted to establish a Galactic Council. 3 most powerful and influential empires in the community. They are expected to lead and safeguard the Galactic community. Their increased power allowed them to cut through some of the red tape. Jump drive complete. Let's upgrade all our ships to use the jump drive. Let us proceed to destroy our enemies. Traveling like this is going to take a while. Why don't we just use our jump drives? Initiate jump. Over here. And boom, there we are. We can very, very quickly navigate through the entirety of the galaxy now. Time to feast on some other species. In all honesty, we should have done that a long time ago, but Stellaris is one of the most relaxing games I've ever played. Anyway, let's declare war. Absorption. Hunger. I do love disruptors. See, we're ignoring shields and armor completely and just going straight for the hull. Oh, they're fighting back.
Fleet destroyed.
They were fighting back. Let's use our jump drive to go directly to an enemy system. See, at this point we are so much more powerful than our enemies that we can just move through their territory, annexing everything gradually. And disruptors are giving us an advantage, definitely. How's it gonna go down? Well, we're just gonna keep moving through their territory, taking system after system after system, and devouring everything there. And I would end it here, but I have one more thing I want to show you. I want to do something very, very stupid. See, this is our new, valuable, expensive, very capable habitat. What if I drop a meteor onto it? I know it's very, very stupid. I just can't resist it. Can we destroy our own habitat with a meteor? Here's our colonization meteor. Very quick, very cheap, and very damaging. Let's colonize the habitat with a meteor. Drop a meteor onto a space station in order to colonize it. Okay, we got an orbital habitat with a lithoid crater on it. Now, we cannot consume a habitat, but I found it to be especially amusing that we can drop a meteor onto our own space station. Of course, it was also utterly stupid and decreased our habitability. Still, worth it. Is the crater visible? Well, no, but we did damage it permanently. And as you can see, we are advancing into enemy territory with no trouble whatsoever. Now, to be fair, this is just regular difficulty, nothing too hard to master. But I haven't really played Stellaris in a very long time, and wanted to have a relaxed game. And that's the thing about Stellaris. See, it's hard to put into words exactly, but this game is just so relaxing that I don't often play to win, but just to play. And I think that is because of the music and the aesthetics. And I know this is a sponsored video, do not take this as a review of the new expansion or anything like that. It's just my overall impression of the game since its release many years ago. So we're going to end it here. If we continued, I think we'll easily wipe out the galaxy. Make sure to check out the new Federations expansion by clicking the link in the description below. I think with the origin that I was using, a devouring swarm of lithoids that melt everything is the way to go. Your experience may vary. Let me know what you think about it, and if you would like to see Stellaris on the channel again, because I used to do a lot of this game, but then kinda transitioned to mostly Hearts of Iron 4. So if you'd like to see more Stellaris and maybe in a less relaxed setting, or just using a more friendly species and engaging in diplomacy, let me know in the comments, and I might do more, because I really haven't played this in a while, and I almost forgot how relaxing that was. Before we finish, a reminder, this video is sponsored by Paradox, and the new Federations expansion is coming out March 17th. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.